Another Daedric Shrine quest today. It is going to be Malacath's and a massive hammer that can deal some serious damage. So let's get straight into it. This is one that you can't activate until you get to level 10. Abilities may seem a little bit lackluster with paralyze for 3 seconds and drain health 5 points for 20 seconds. It really does become something that you can stun and take away a lot of health from enemies if you've got enough stamina. So we're heading to Anvil all the way over to the west side of the map. And the shrine is in the top northwest side. You're going to need some troll fat, and they're pretty much everywhere depending on dungeons and stuff, although there's a couple guaranteed locations. If for some reason you don't want to fight a troll, there should be some in Skingrad Mages Guild in the living quarters in a display case that you can unlock. Once you get to level 9, you should be able to hopefully buy some from various different alchemy traders. But it's really something at this stage, at level 10, you surely would have come across some. It's just worth noting that Udifrect Matron and any painted trolls, they don't actually drop troll fat. Not the kind that you're after anyway. Once you get to the shrine, as per usual with some of these, you will have to go ahead and get disposition up. So go ahead and convince Shobab that you're worthy of talking to Malacath. And the quest is a relatively simple one. Go and free some overworked ogres being made to work in a mine by a monstrous lord. So you need to head over to the estate and it will ping the location heading to the southeast. Lord Drad's estate has plenty of farming goods if you really want to get some extra foods. Don't worry about being trespassing inside the house itself, no guards will come and you can try talking to Lord Drad. If you somewhat admire his approach to the ogres, he will simply give you the location of the mine. Otherwise, if you denounce it as being cruel, you'll then have to go and convince his wife to give you some details, which does require getting her disposition up to level 70. Also note, you'll need to get into a lock for the mine, but there is a key to it that you'll find on the ground floor. Have a look around the sitting room area. Otherwise the lock isn't too bad, especially at this stage of the game. Make sure you run through all the conversation options again with the wife and she'll give you the location like I mentioned, and then over to Bleak Mine. As it's an easy lock, like I said, it should be no problem. Now the guards I don't think are meant to attack you completely on sight here, although it may have something to do with the fact that I did actually break in rather than use the key. But regardless, you're better off at killing them all anyway, as they may actually come and hunt you down, even if it's days past. Apparently there's a bug as well that if you go to prison or get arrested, they'll be waiting for you outside, and if you draw your weapon, they'll simply start attacking you. If you do kill the guards, you should be able to get the keys needed. There's at least 2 of the prisons that you'll need to open, otherwise they're going to be hard locks. I basically rushed through, ignoring the guards, went and opened the locks and had the ogres help me take care of the guards. Then it was just a simple case of helping them finish them off, some various bits of loot and a couple chests to break into, but nothing amazing. One small thing to maybe look out for is of course the mineral deposits. They're meant to be gold, but in fact they're actually silver. There's 7 of these in the mines that you could go ahead and loot. And that's it. Once the guards are done, obviously it will pop up saying to go back to the estate, and you'll find the ogres have now taken over and are putting Lord Drad to work and his wife. Make sure you don't kill any of the actual ogres. It's okay if they all die in the mine, you'll still find some, and this pretty much little cutscene. But if you kill any, you can fail the quest, hence why it might be easier to take out the guards yourself, maybe a bit more stealthily, or as said, simply make sure you're hitting your shots the right time. Last word of warning also, maybe don't take your horse to the mine. There have been instances where the actual ogres will attack and try killing your horse, so maybe ask it to wait at the actual lord's house. So return back to Malacath and there you go, you've got Volendrung. I talked it up that it may be a great weapon in definitely certain builds. It was certainly one-shotting rats and other smaller creatures, but when it came to a few skeletons I was less than impressed. That's because they're 100% resistant, so maybe not the best showcase of this weapon, but I honestly didn't have enough time to record any more footage with it, and I'd simply moved on to other weapons fitting more my build. For sure, it's meant to slow down enemies, sometimes even stunning and knocking it out, especially if you reduce their fatigue to 0, and it is one of maybe a few weapons that have paralyze imbued on it in terms of searching for some of this stuff. And given you can't actually apply paralyze to an enchanted weapon, it's more mages that normally have these kind of effects, apart from a few weapons as I mentioned. So yeah, would fit absolutely a high endurance build, and obviously heavy handed, maybe heavy armour and blunt of course. Let me know how you would use this in a build, and I'll see you RATBAGGERS for more Shrine quests with all the Daedric weapons soon.